Oh, Jennifer, Michael, thank you so much. That was like such a bomb. Oh, hi, everyone. Good morning. Good morning. I would love nothing more than to be able to ask each one of you how you are. Oh, we're entering week 5 here in the Bay Area of actually sheltering in place. Week 7 of that social distancing component. And one of the things that really came alive for me this week is Chris and I had an event with our beautiful cat, Luna. On Sunday night, it seems that she had some sort of a little mini stroke. And it was very scary when it was happening. We got her to the vet on Monday morning and she's fine. All the tests that they ran said that she's fine. Seems to have been a one-off. But what was revealed to me in that moment was just how vulnerable I am right now, just how at the limit of my resources I am, and how quickly one event I could feel myself beginning to unravel. And I realized that my system is compromised. And I'm not alone in this, I know this. All of our systems are compromised, and they're compromised by fear and doubt and worry and anxiety and isolation and lack and limitation, all of these things that are creating this sense within us that our systems are actually deeply and profoundly compromised right now. And for me, this time is really a time of practicing anchoring a real deep sense of well-being and health and vitality. And that is very, very challenging when we are feeling compromised in our systems. And so what are the things that will help us build up our immunity to this? And there are two profoundly powerful components to building up our immunity in this time. And they are community and spiritual practices. And how blessed we are that we are a community that actually is anchored in spiritual practices. So why practice, really? Why practice? It's so important for our radiant well-being to anchor and to hold the container for ourselves that is about radiant well-being. And the thing about spiritual practice is that it's not so much about our belief, but it's a direct experience of something. When we quiet the mind, when we get still, when we listen to the heart of the heart of the heart of the heart of who we are, we are able to have a direct experience of something. And that direct experience of something supports our well-being. And why community? Well, because honestly, it's just easier in community. It's just easier when we can lean into each other, when we can support each other, when we hold each other lovingly accountable. I know that at the noon meditation, midday meditation and prayer, that there is something beautiful about seeing the same faces showing up day after day after day. There's something about coming together in community that deepens the spiritual practice so that we're able to lean into each other and we're able to simultaneously stand strong, clear, and resolute in our own understanding of who we are. So when Luna was going through her experience and Chris and I were having our experience, I reached out into my spiritual practice and I reached out into my community. I reached out for prayer. And I can't even tell you how reassuring and comforting and lifting it was to receive all of these beautiful prayers from so many people that were helping me to understand and remember what I actually knew was true, but I was struggling with. I didn't call people to worry with me. I didn't call people to be afraid with me. I didn't want that. Worry is contagious. Fear is contagious. Negativity is contagious. But you know what's also contagious? Spiritual surety is also contagious. And when we anchor that, we are anchoring the immunity that is the very truth of who we are through community. How much of your day is actually devoted to love? How much of your day is actually devoted to knowing the love that you are? How much of your day is devoted to knowing peace? This is the invitation that we are all being invited to deepen into together. Because when we reacquaint ourselves with the quantum field, we are touching our wholeness. We're touching our true nature. And in that moment, all of our stress can fall away and all of the fear just diminishes. Our neural chemistry literally shifts. So when we are entering into these spiritual practices, which are allowing us to tap into the realm of the absolute, to understand that we are more than just this beautiful body temple, that we are larger than that. We are literally in spiritual practice, transcending time and space. What we are also doing in that time is we are rewriting the neural networks that are in and through and expressing as our body temple. So we're accessing a field of well-being and balance and harmony that is within and without. So this is how we build immunity to fear and worry and anxiety, how we build up our capacity to navigate health challenges and any of that sense of dis-ease. Our overall well-being is accessed in the quantum field and expresses in our experience. Now, what I have noticed for myself is that there's two directions that seem to be pulling me simultaneously. One is schlumpy. It's where I feel a little blah, my energy is a little low, I'm underdoing to the point where I'm kind of just super passive. It's like I've got an ostrich with my head buried in the sand. And then the other extreme is where maybe I'm overdoing. I'm overdoing and I'm busy, and I'm trying so hard to stay focused that I'm missing out on this present moment right now. So the invitation in all of this is to open to the balance that we are, to open to a poised, relaxed understanding that isn't about completely sort of sagging into something, and it isn't about completely overdoing something, but it's about being right here with ourselves. Out beyond the ideas of right doing and wrong doing, out beyond that sense of I'm overdoing or I'm underdoing, there's a field. I'll meet you there. When the soul lies down in that grass, the world is too full to talk about. My invitation, which is an invitation to myself and to each of us, is to gently lay down in that grass. Prioritize your practice. Join me at noon for 15 minutes where the world is too full to talk about, where we just be. Sign up for the small group salon. Join us after service at the spiritual salon. And know that whether I actually get to see you on Zoom or I'm talking to you on the phone, it's been such a joy to connect with so many of you. Or maybe we're just exchanging emails. Whether or not that is actually happening, you are in my heart. When Chris and I first got together, many, many years ago now, we did 2 years long distance. We did 2 years of not seeing each other in real time and in real space most of the time. There were visits in between, but it was primarily all happening by phone. We didn't even have video conferencing back then. And it was hard, just like it's hard right now. But there was a song by Susan J. Paul that became my anthem during that time. And the name of the song is My Soul Sings Out to You. And Jennifer and Michael are going to sing that for us in just a minute. I want you to know that my soul sings out to you each and every day. I miss seeing you, and I am so grateful for this community because I have an immunity thanks to all of you. Namaste. Peace and blessings.